ABC 13 Eyewitness News live at 5 starts now.
This shootout is one of two key stories we are following on Live at 5. With extra scrutiny on police shootings, a local police department releasing dash cam video of this shootout.
A wild police chase and a shootout caught by a police dash cam was released today. Eyewitness News reporter Christine Dobbin is live in Hedwig Village to tell us why the department released this video today of an incident that actually happened months ago. Christine?
Melanie, the police chief says he released this video after a Harris County grand jury no-billed the officer. He says this shows what a traffic stop can evolve to, and this was the officer's first chase and first shooting.
Going to be going eastbound.
Officer Andre Gibson tried to stop a car on July 28th around 11 o'clock for an illegal turn when the driver wouldn't cooperate.
99 times out of 100, that's going to be a routine traffic stop. So officers, they're trained to watch for something that is not.
The chase was on. The officer followed him, radioing back to dispatch for about 5 minutes, traveling on Corbindale, the I-10 service road in Voss.
Got one running.
At one point, a passenger in the car jumped out. The driver kept going, even driving into oncoming traffic at one point. When it all came to a stop, the driver, identified as 36-year-old Emilio Solis, initially appears to be putting his hands up.
And he makes that indication like I'm surrendering. That's the unbelievable part that you see in that tape. So you knew he's trying to distract the officers.
Then pulls a gun from his waistband and fires 3 times before Officer Gibson can fire back. During the gunfight, Officer Gibson had a bullet go through his pant leg. Shots also went through the door and windshield.
No doubt about it, God was on his side. The officer is also a pastor in his off-duty time. I don't know if that helped, but it certainly didn't hurt.
Solis died at the hospital. Now, the police chief says he was wanted on drug charges out of L.A., aggravated robbery charges here in Houston, and was a member of the gang MS-13. The chief says the officer followed the policies, and they will be using this now for training. Reporting live in Hedwig Village, Christine Dobbin, 13 Eyewitness News.
Well, ABC 13 Eyewitness News at 6:30 starts now.
And we begin, though, with new video of an officer-involved shooting. Good evening. I'm Eric Barajas.
And I'm Natasha Barrett in for Alona. Thanks for watching. Well, the Hedwig Village Police Department released this video today showing a suspect opening fire on police.
Yeah, an officer returned fire. A grand jury no-billed him earlier this month. Eyewitness News reporter Christine Dobbin is live tonight with some perspective on this video from a former Secret Service agent. Christine?
The police chief here in Hedwig Village says there's been a lot of negative when it comes to police. He is commending his officer in this case, and he says he did a great job during a very dangerous situation.
On the ground! On the ground! On the ground!
In just a few seconds, 17 shots were fired between the Hedwig Village officer and driver of the car in a summer shootout.
An officer never knows. He just never knows.
A traffic violation turns into a chase.
Got one running.
The passenger jumps out. The driver keeps going.
It's good to take this into focus and watch and think about that officer's point of view.
James Towle is host of the TV show Stop the Threat on ATSN.
Suddenly you're awakened by the sound of breaking glass.
Where real crime dramatizations are analyzed by law enforcement. He watched the dashcam video from July 28th. About 5 minutes in, it appears the driver is going to surrender to Officer Andre Gibson when he pulls a gun with his other hand and starts shooting.
I can't think of any way it could have gone any other way. There was no other way but to exchange gunfire. And quite fortunately, the officer was not wounded.
The officer fired back as bullets went through his pant leg, his windshield, and cruiser door. What Officer Gibson did not know at the time is the driver was wanted on drug charges out of L.A., aggravated robberies here, and the gun he was using was a stolen pistol.
Sometimes when people violate the law and they don't want to be arrested, like this guy, he did not want to be arrested, he resisted, it ended up the way it did.
And this was Officer Gibson's first chase and also his first shooting. When he's not working as a police officer, he works as a pastor. Reporting live in Hedwig Village, Christine Dobbin, 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, Christine, thanks for